Hello, guys. Welcome back to Football Kicks and welcome back to another review of the match between Man City and Newcastle. Here I have once again I have my friend Mohan Bhai from Man City Unplugged. Do follow his channel. So here we go. Okay. So your thoughts on the match first?
I mean, I had that 3-3 game in my mind when I started to watch the game. I was like, will it be that open, or will Newcastle actually sit back defensively and hit on the break? But in the first 5-10 sort of minutes, you knew that Newcastle, they wanted all the 3 points, because for them it was Liverpool was catching up with them. They're already fifth. If Liverpool win against United, probably Liverpool leapfrog them. Top four is slipping away. A top four crown, which seemed as if it was always within their grasp, suddenly it was shattered. So Newcastle wanted to win, City wanted to win today, because for us dropping points now meant 7 points behind Arsenal potentially. So
Yes.
I saw a game where both the teams wanted to win, both the teams went for it, and City completed the job in the end. We were efficient. I think that is the first thing I would say.
Yeah. Definitely. I was a bit tense because when we scored after when we scored in 10-15 minutes. After the next half an hour till 68 minutes, they were dominating us. They got a lot of chances to equalize and go on a lead, but they missed their chances. That was lucky for us. Then the goal from Bernardo gave a big of relief to us. Then in that end part, there was a this thing chaotic thing in the corner flag, between Grealish and Haaland. Even the fans in the stadium were liking it. I was like, come on, do that. I was like, do it for another 5 minutes. But at the end, that they cleared it off, and that finally Ederson got his 100 clean sheet.
I think 99 was a curse number for Edison. Edison will have a good sleep tonight. That
Yeah,
finally the
yeah,
monkeys of the back. I've got my 100 this thing, and set to go for another 100 for Edison. Hopefully.
yeah. What's the high? Okay, what's the highest record for number of clean sheets? Most clean sheet in PL?
I don't know. I'll have to
I
check it
think it's
out.
what I know. It's Peter Cech. But I don't know how much he is having the number of clean sheets. But
Don't know about
let's see.
that.
Edison did it in very fast because then others will argue what he has to do in that City squad. Everyone's at the front, and nothing he has to do.
Yeah,
Everyone's just
exactly.
holding that other club.
I think it will be unfair to compare if Edison suppose overtakes Peter Cech. I think it will be unfair to compare Edison with Peter Cech, because Peter Cech in the Chelsea team was mostly a defensive team, and Peter Cech did so many things, right? But here for Edison, most of the defensive work is done by the pressing of the midfield and stuff. The biggest part of Ederson is creating chances from goal kicks and all of those things. So I think the comparison is unfair to other keepers, but it's what it is. Ederson has finally achieved that, and
Edison,
also
100.
and also
100
another thing
clean.
is, Newcastle were. I thought Newcastle were exactly not dominating, but like you said, that 50th to 65th minute part was too nervy, especially when they bought on Maxim and Isak. Right, that 5 minutes phase when they had the ball around the box, penalty shout, half penalty shout against Ederson. That phase was like really nervy. For a moment, I thought we are going to concede here, man. We are going to concede. Nottingham Forest, Everton, Brentford, all the past games will like come in front of your eyes.
Yes, yes. The For me the thing was I'm getting the cities this city team is slowly getting the confidence back, but they're still a bit nervous. I think if they hold a nerve from now onwards, I think they'll have, because they defended against Newcastle with the pacey attack of Newcastle. If they can hold them back, hold them off, I think they will start to have a good period of number of wins in the upcoming games, which is I'm looking forward to it, because the next game against for us is Crystal Palace.
Very
Similar to
tough.
Newcastle, a bit defensive team with the
Away.
pacey wingers with the likes of Zaha, or the other guy,
Easy.
Edu. S- Eduzi, some I think
Yeah,
is a
Olise,
Christian Benteke, then one or two
Olise,
players,
Olise, Edward, Slav.
and our very own Lavia.
Yeah. No, Romeo Lavia is in Southampton, I guess.
Oh yeah, Southampton. No.
Is in Southampton.
Those guys, yeah, they don't have it. They also.
Yeah, yeah,
Then there is this guy because Palace know how to handle City. But the thing is, for us playing Palace away from home, it's much better, much better. We struggle against
that
them
is
at
true.
home, then
That is
we
true.
do score against them away. I'm
That is
looking
true.
forward
That
for the
is
game. If we can pull it off against Palace and one or two teams, I think those are the bogey teams. We
yeah,
bottled against Newcastle. What is it? Nottingham Forest. We
and
are not supposed to.
yeah.
Anything else away, then others we can handle. I think the when is Everton game? Everton City
Yeah, I think Everton is. I think next 2 3 games or
after.
so. I think we have Everton. I think I'm not sure of the schedule, but this running of the next 6 games is tough for us. I think until we play Arsenal at the Etihad, all of the games are slightly tough. Arsenal have easier games. Arsenal have to play Fulham, Bournemouth. Arsenal are playing the relegation teams.
But after that, Arsenal are playing this thing, Liverpool, Chelsea, etc. I
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
they're not in form, but still they are these guys, Liverpool
Yeah,
and Chelsea.
yeah, but still, Liverpool at Anfield is generally, unless you're Real Madrid at Anfield, it's whatever form Liverpool is in, it's difficult. The only
Yeah,
thing
but
is, we have those games at home against Liverpool, for example, and Arsenal, and Chelsea as well. We have at home. That is the last game. But Arsenal have all of their tough top six games away. Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, Liverpool at Anfield and stuff. Yeah,
they did win against this thing, no, the Tottenham away.
yeah.
So they have the confidence to win against Tottenham at in the North London derby. They'll have the boost.
Yeah, but Tottenham is honestly shit this season. I mean, we didn't win at North London because that is written in the stars for us. It's cursed. Probably you need to play Yaya Toure in one match to lift the curse. It's cursed.
Yeah, definitely we have to do that. But anyways, coming back to the game, I like them having a bit nervy, but they coming like we subbed KDB at 60 minutes. I think which we did. That's the best part we did because to give KDB a bit 60 minutes or so, because after that he played full 90 minutes. After 60 or 78 minutes, the game time is off. He doesn't play
Yeah,
that much. Well,
yeah,
I have seen this season. If we give him like 60 minutes odd, he's a great player. After that, it's not. Then we subbed on Bernardo and he scores.
yeah. He
That
changed
was
the
a
game.
difficult goal actually. Just when I saw the replay, it was difficult because
He was
he
off
was
balance,
going
right? He was off
downwards.
balance. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
off balance, and then he placed it. That too against Nick Pope, you have to be like spot on to score the goal. Otherwise, he saves it. It was in the
and
corner, right? It was high and in the corner.
yeah, and the funny part, he often liked to score against Newcastle.
Yeah. Last time also he scored, right? He was sent one on one through KDB and he scored this season. But
Hmm.
regarding KDB, I thought it was even in those 60 minutes. I know Newcastle didn't attack well, but KDB's touch was off, and you felt that it was a bit of a risk because if, for example, a Newcastle player picked it up and he gave a through ball to Wilson, Newcastle were through. So I thought it was a risk. And when Maxim and Isaac came, there was no way that Pep was going to leave KDB on the pitch. It was almost like suicidal because KDB was not his fault, but he was giving the ball away a lot more. Newcastle would hit us on the
Yeah,
goal.
yeah. It was better in that part from Pep to bring Bernardo because Bernardo likes to control the ball by himself. He doesn't lose the ball much.
Yeah,
Like he has a ball control in himself. In when ball is at his feet, he doesn't lose that much.
yeah.
And talking
He
about players, I like to talk about Jack Grealish. He has improved
a lot,
so much.
lot. His close
We,
control and the way he dribbles past players is today also. I think Foden had a shot right at the end, right? Jack Grealish dribbles past through two, three players, gives it to Foden. Foden has a shot. That
Yeah,
is
but
like I was
the
thinking.
for me sometimes no, I feel Jack Grealish needs to take more shots on target.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, his shots from outside of the box are some of the best in the Premier League.
Yeah,
So
no,
much
because
talent.
when he dribbled past everyone, no, I thought he should have taken a shot, tried for the shot, might have gone for the goal,
Yeah, might
but
have
he
gone for
gave
the goal.
Foden, and he almost scored because Nick Pope was there. That's the reason he didn't score. Otherwise, it
Yeah.
was a goal. Color.
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, it was a goal. That's true. But I think Jack Grealish is just getting his confidence back. You saw the way he's running back and helping out in defense. The way he's taking the ball and is through the midfield is carrying the ball through 4 or 5 players. When if he loses the ball, there's a counter on. He's taking that risk for the team and carrying the ball. He is getting fouls at important moments. I think earlier on in the season, Jack Grealish should generally get fouled a lot, which would stop our rhythm. But now he's choosing the moments. Like this is when I want to go down for a foul, and this is when I want to carry the ball without being fouled. So I think that change, his decision making has improved, and like this is why we bought him 100 million. Now
Yes,
it's showing why we paid so much
yes,
for him.
that's the point. But let's how about you like the Foden goal? No,
For
though
I mean,
he gave me the Messi vibes.
yeah,
Messi did it against some I forgot the La Liga game. He did it for Barcelona against one team, one or two, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, it was Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, yeah, that
He passed
was it three
everyone
two?
one,
Was it
two,
three
three,
two?
4, 5. Then he scored.
Yeah, it was 3-2, I think, where he scores the goal in the last minute and he lifts the shirt to the crowd like this.
Yeah, no. It was like I remember it was Madrid. The Peter Drury commentary was like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Four,
5,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then score.
yeah. I think that was against Atletico Madrid actually. One, two,
I
three,
don't know
four, five.
exactly,
Yeah, Peter
but
Drury
that
was
goal
counting
was
them.
some goal.
Yeah, yeah. It was,
He's starting to he's
go on.
starting to have his form back. You can see the difference when he's playing as a right wing, that
Yeah,
left-footed right winger. I think we have found our Mahrez replacement actually.
yeah.
Huh?
But I think on the left wing as well, he was good, right, against Bristol City. He was
No,
like
no, no.
electric.
Left wing he's good, but I think he's more effective on right wing. I have seen these guys know our players are more effective on right wing rather than left wing.
Yeah, yeah.
Left winger, we
Because
don't have exactly players. Last left-footed left winger or left winger proper left winger
Sunny,
was Sane,
Sunny, yeah.
who's very effective on left wing, but our most of players are effective on right wing.
Yeah.
We have to look for a left winger actually. I think if I'm not sure because what I one or two players I'm looking at left wing is Carlos Borges from the academy. I really wanted Pep to give him more time on the field, so give more minutes. But we are in a situation like this. We can't afford to lose games, like
Yeah,
drop points from now onwards. I understand that's why Pep is not giving time, but if he is giving him time, no, would be much better.
yeah, I actually think Carlos Borges is a bit raw. He still has certain aspects to develop. Like he's very good at dribbling past players and scoring goals, but his decision making and the spaces he needs to occupy, the positions he needs to be in. I think Pep will give it to him next season. Probably next season will be the breakthrough year for Borges. But I think there's another player called as Embuda. If you look at that player, he gives you Sane vibes. He's like already he's just 19, 20, and he's already so mature in terms of when to pass the ball, when to go for the shot, which spaces
We'll
to
see.
go, how to press.
We'll see that in the pre-season too,
Yeah, preseason.
because Pep got Rico Lewis from the pre-season itself. He
Yeah,
saw
preseason.
something in him and he bought him. If he's doing very well against the like of big teams, then he's coming.
Yeah, that is true. And there's another player from the academy, Oscar Bob.
Yeah, I know. I heard of him.
He's fantastic. He's just fantastic. They say that he's David Silva replacement. He's that good.
How about this guy Palmer on the left wing?
Cole Palmer. I think Cole Palmer and Jack Grealish. Palmer is left-footed, right? Yeah, he's
Yep.
left-footed. I think Palmer and Jack Grealish give you the same vibes in terms of, both are like technical. They're not aggressive in terms of running at the players. They like to keep the ball, manage it. I think Palmer is more of a Mahrez kind of a player, not even Grealish. Mahrez kind of a player.
But Palmer at left wing would give us more options. He got pace targets.
I actually can't hear you.
I was like, Palmer on left wing could give us
Yeah.
a bit more what we require now because he's technically good and he got some speed.
Palmer, I don't think Palmer has as much speed as you associate with wingers like Sane, for example. Is decent enough in terms of speed. I don't think Palmer has more speed than Riyad Mahrez actually.
Yes.
It's exactly
Let's
similar you're
conclude.
getting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think let's start to conclude the thing
yeah,
with
yeah,
player ratings.
yeah. You go
First,
first.
I'll start with Haaland. Actually, I'll go from the. You normally people
Yeah,
go from back. I like to go from the front.
back to front. We go
Let's
from
start
back to
with
back.
Haaland.
Yeah, yeah. Haaland for me 7,
7. Yeah, I would give him.
7. The
Yeah.
reason being, the reason being he did not score goals and assists, but he got a few fouls. Dan Burn yellow card. He used his brain very well today to ruffle up Newcastle defenders.
Yes. Yeah. I would. Yeah, that's fine. But apart from the yellow card, I could have given. Yeah, like 7 is fine. But I was thinking about 6.5 because he needs to score a bit more
But it's
because
not
he
his
got a
mistake,
little.
right?
Yeah,
It's not
he
his
got a
mistake,
lot of
right?
chances today. He needs to
Uh,
score, and then coming, then we'll go to Grealish on the left wing.
Great. 8. Relish is a
True,
bang on 8 today.
8 for me also 8, and right wing Foden.
Foden 9.5, I would say.
I would say 8.5 because he needs a bit more finishing in him still.
I would say, yeah, I've given him 9.5 because his defensive work, the way on the ball, he was like, he didn't do a mistake literally. Everything that was asked of him, he did today. That pass, the shot,
Yes,
he
yes,
looked
yes.
very confident. He was like superb. That's why 9.5 for me. Yeah.
Okay. Then coming back to midfield, I'll start with KDB.
It's difficult because he's the most loved player, but I'll have to be fair with him, and I think KDB gets 6. He's
I would
been
also
poor.
say the same because he's sloppy in
Yeah, he's
quite a games right now.
yeah
Then
sloppy.
Gundogan.
Uh, Gundogan
Gundogan.
for me, Gundogan gets a 7.5 for me.
Okay. And 7.5. I would give him 6.5 because he could have scored. I need
Yeah,
goals in my team.
yeah,
That's why.
yeah.
Nothing
He
else.
could have
But
scored. I
he
mean,
was,
right at the start, he had a chance, right? Header,
yeah.
open header, literally.
He's getting fouls, but he's not getting. Yeah. Okay. Then I would say let's come back to Rodri.
Rodri for me, I think 7.5 as well. Rodri.
I would give him 8. He was really good today
Yeah, he was very good. But
defensively.
from Rodri, you expect more of the offensive work as well. At least some switches of play, at least some forward balls. I think defensively was good, but offensively he was a bit conservative.
Yes. And then coming back, then I think what do you say? The defense. We'll give Bernardo. We'll add Bernardo also because
Yeah,
he
we like
came on
Bernardo
50
as well.
minutes.
He changed the game. He changed the
Yeah,
game. He
yeah.
was very important. Yeah,
I
Bernardo
would
for
give him.
me.
He was for 20 minutes or so, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
He was really good. So I would give him 7. No, that's
for me,
yeah.
I think
7 is
I
fine.
think I would go 7.5
Yeah.
because the goal was a difficult goal. The finish was
Mm.
very difficult because
Yeah,
Nick
yeah.
Pope
Definitely,
he was
definitely.
falling down and he had to hit it in the corner and Bernardo hit it in the corner.
And then this thing. What do you say? Defense. I'll start with Ake.
Yeah. Ake was a wall, I would say. If I since I'd given Foden 9.5, I would give for Ake 8.5. Ake was literally
Yes,
1v1s.
definitely.
I mean, seeing Ake play, you think he's one of the best 1v1 defender in the Premier League at the moment. He was so good.
Hmm. That's true. I will also give him 8 or 9 in that range, but I would give him 8.9. Not completely 9, not completely 8,
Yeah.
in between.
And yeah, and another thing about Ake is, if you would have observed, he's making more of those forward runs.
Yes,
Against
Pep
Bristol
is
as well,
my,
right? He made a
yeah.
run that offered us a goal. And when Ake does that, I think Grealish also is more effective.
And then what do you say? This guy, Akanji.
Emmanuel Akanji. I mean, people complain that Akanji is not good physically, but for me, Akanji plays the game in his mind, and when you do that, you don't need to be good physically. Akanji, there were so many times today when he went in front of Callum Wilson and he got the ball, he cut off the pass to Isak. He used his
Yes.
brain completely today. I think, one of the most skillful, masterful centre back performances we've seen from a City player. Akanji was very good today. I would give him
Hmm.
8.
I would give him 7.5 because he needs a bit more game awareness because there was a incidents where this guy, who's that? Isaac
Yeah.
out muscled him, or you can say the one we have this. Remember, Adama Traore did to this
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Benjamin Mendy.
yeah,
He
yeah,
did the same thing. Lucky for us, this guy. Who's that? Maximin mixed a chance.
yeah, yeah. Alan Saint Maxim missed the chance, but I also think it was the mistake of the one. I think it was Walker on that side who didn't cover the run.
And Diaz was
Yeah,
really good.
Diaz, Diaz,
I would
yeah,
give him.
Diaz.
I would have given him 9.
9 Diaz. For me, 9 Diaz, because he's not just defensive work. He's organizing the defense. He's playing those balls out from the back. He's literally linking Rodri with the attack actually. So
He's more vocal actually,
yeah,
very
he's
vocal.
more vocal. He's very vocal, and
And
he's
Walker,
passing also. He's not playing sideways passes. If you remember, he's just passing it forward aggressively, which is like
Walker,
very good. Walker. I mean, you would say that Walker has done nothing in the game, but Walker had done two important things in the game. Jacob Murphy would have hit the ball in an open net twice, and Walker intervened at the last moment. So for me, Walker
and
7.5 for those things.
yeah, that's true. And then 7.5. I would give him. I would give it the same rating. That's 7.5.
Yeah.
The last one, Edison.
Let us, for his 100 clean sheet, let us give him a
I would give
7
him an
maybe.
extra point for that.
Yeah.
But still, I would give him 6.
Yeah, it was a 6, but just not to spoil the
Just for
occasion
the
for
clean
Ederson,
sheet.
I would say 7.
Just
I
for the
would say
clean
7.
sheet, I'm giving him 6.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's 5. It's
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
because
Again,
what he was
Ederson.
doing, I genuinely think his time is gonna end at City.
Uh, I actually think he's just going through a bad phase. Neuer went through
Yeah,
this phase
true.
at Bayern. I mean, all the great goalkeepers. When Buffon, I remember once he went through this at UA. So I just think he's going through a bad phase, and I think he'll be back next season.
Yeah, with that in mind, let's. How much are you giving for Edison?
I've given a 7, 6, but 7 due to the clean sheet thing.
Okay, okay.
Let us rate Pep
So
Guardiola as well before we conclude.
okay, let's rate Pep Guardiola. I would give him because he was calm and did a right call. So I would give him 8.
I think the tactics were spot on. The sub of Bernardo Silva I just did once up. It was spot on. His our pressing structure today. We changed the pressing structure a bit to suit us against Newcastle. It was all spot on. I would give Pep an 8.5 actually.
Yes. So with that in mind, have a great video again with Mohan Bhai. I'll add his channel link in the description as well as in the title. So let's end this on a good note. What do you say? What do we have it? Come on, City or Citizens? Keep the blue.
Blue Moon Rising, Pride and
Yeah, blue
Battle. This
rising.
is it. We never give up
Next
till
time
the end.
onwards, we should. We should have a slogan for city next on next video onwards.
Yeah, pride in battle. I think that is
Yes, we'll figure
a
that
good
out.
slogan. We go
Okay.
till the end.
Yeah. So with that in
Anyway,
mind,
yeah, thank you so much
look.
for having me on the show as well. It was
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
wonderful. Yeah, wonderful
Yeah,
game.
we'll be doing videos regularly, I suppose. And it was a great time to have you again, once again on the video. It was always fun to have you here.
Yeah, yeah.
Have a great
Really
discussion.
enjoyed it. Yeah,
Yeah. So, guys, with that in mind,
yeah. See
let's
you
end this.
guys.